Hello, welcome back. Today I'm on a long run, or what some would consider a long run, but I guess it depends on whatever distance you're training for determines what your long run is. So today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to get through your long run and dig deep in those last parts to make it more efficient for you. So I'll be covering three main tips in this video. First one being how to breathe efficiently and effectively, especially at the end of your long run. Second one, how to maintain your cadence. And thirdly, how to keep fresh legs throughout your run so you've got something left at the end. But first of all, one would like to assume that we all do a nice short warm-up before a long run. And for me, I include this in my run. So the first 2 miles is very gentle, maybe some walking, and of course some light stretching. I will also try and put some strides in there to move the legs a bit quicker and get the legs moving, awake the muscles and get the oxygen flowing to them. So with that being said, let's crack on. Go on, push yourself. Number one, breathing. Try and establish a rhythm to your breathing. This will help with your pacing throughout your run, but especially towards the latter stages, if you can maintain that rhythm throughout. Having a pattern to my breathing really helps with my pacing, but also the intake of oxygen, which supplies the muscles. So I tend to focus on the rhythm of my breathing, especially when things start to get difficult and I need that oxygen intake to be more efficient. I am a mouth breather for the majority of my runs, and for me this is because I'm constantly on differing terrain and gradients, which puts more demands on my body than a flat surface would. So I can get more oxygen through my mouth, and that is how I prefer to breathe when I'm on long runs or any off-road trail run. However, having said that, one thing I have been trying, and it's a good idea to try yourself, is breathing through the nose. And what I've been doing is every couple of miles for the first minute, trying to draw in oxygen through the nose and out through the mouth. This really helps engage and communicate with the diaphragm, and in turn centers the body and creates a bit more stability. When you're really tired and you're breathing through your mouth, you can become a bit more crunched over, a bit more lethargic, and your posture starts going, which will in turn then affect the rest of your body and your running style. So try it. In through your nose, out through your mouth for a minute every couple of miles. Let me know how you get on. The next tip is cadence. Cadence refers to the number of steps that you take per minute, and in most cases this is the area that will be affected most as fatigue starts to set in more and more. We all have a natural cadence. This is measured by counting the number of steps you cover at a comfortable pace over a minute. You can work this out on your next run by knowing this figure, and for me it's around 165, 175, and it is difficult to nail it down if you're a trail runner because your cadence is changing all the time. But you can check it on your next long run. This will not only give you a good idea of your fitness over the particular distance, but also give you something to focus on during the tough part of your run. Try working this into your runs, it will help. Tip number 3, keeping your legs fresh. One thing I've noticed on my long runs is how much my legs in particular feel tight or seized towards the end of my run. This can be due to a number of things, whether it's your pacing throughout the run, the amount of stretching you may or may not have done. All of this contributes to how your legs react and look after you throughout the run. I run predominantly on trails, so the terrain and the gradient is constantly changing, and in some ways this is good because it keeps my legs, my muscles guessing and fresh and awake. But obviously, if you don't manage your pacing over this terrain and gradient, it can also quickly tire them out. Leg swings and air squats. Stretch out those muscles that are beginning to tighten up and circulate the blood around the legs. Try and perform 10 for each. Walking. Slowing down to a walk in a long run, whether it's uphill or on the flat, allows you to catch your breath and send oxygen to the legs where it's needed the most. So that's just a few ways you can keep your legs fresh on a long run. It just helps prevent the muscles seizing up, creates a bit more oxygen flow, and also stretches them out. So give it a go on your next long run. Let me know how you get on. But make sure to do one at a time. Trying to do all three on your first run will be a bit much on your body and could end up in a mess. So if you're someone that struggles with your breathing towards the end of a long run, try and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth for a minute every couple of miles. And over time, this will make a huge improvement to your ability to be able to draw in oxygen on a longer run. If you know your feet and legs tend to get sluggish and slow in the latter stages, try the cadence benchmarking to see where you are and give yourself something to focus on. Or if you know your hips, quads, hamstrings or calves tend to tighten up in the latter stages, try giving the air squats, the leg swings or a little bit of walking a go and see how that helps. So go and crush your next long run. Try some of these tips and let me know how you get on. But most of all, enjoy yourself, have fun, eat well, fuel your body with water before and after, rest well and enjoy yourself. Keep those muscles fueled and oxygenated. Go for it, push yourself. So I hope you've taken something away from this video and found it useful. So if you have or you've got any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.